6. What controversial book did Marilyn Manson publish in 1998? Option A, The Long Hard Road Out of Hell. Option B, Antichrist Superstar. Option C, Mechanical Animals. Correct answer, option A, The Long Hard Road Out of Hell. Did you know? This autobiography, co-written with Neil Strauss, details Manson's rise from a misunderstood kid to the most hated rock star in America. The book is filled with shocking stories about drugs, violence, and mind games. It also provides insight into his artistic vision and the psychological depth behind his persona. It became a bestseller and remains a cult classic among fans. 7. Marilyn Manson made a cameo in which David Lynch film? Option A, Mulholland Drive. Option B, Lost Highway. Option C, Twin Peaks. Fire Walk with Me. Correct answer. Option B, Lost Highway. Did you know? Manson and his bandmate Twiggy Ramirez appeared briefly in Lost Highway, 1997, a surreal horror film directed by David Lynch. Manson has cited Lynch as a major influence on his music and visual art. The film's eerie atmosphere and psychological horror match Manson's aesthetic perfectly. He later expressed interest in acting more, but preferred roles that aligned with his dark artistic style. 8. What was Marilyn Manson's highest charting single in the U.S.? Option A, The Beautiful People. Option B, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Option C, The Dope Show. Correct answer, option B, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Did you know? While The Beautiful People became his most famous original song, Sweet Dreams remains his highest charting hit on the Billboard Hot 100. The success of this cover helped him transition from an underground act to a mainstream shock rock icon. The song was heavily played on MTV, despite its disturbing video. Hacker 9. Which actress was engaged to Marilyn Manson in the late 90s? Option A, Christina Ricci. Option B, Dita Von Teese. Option C, Rose McGowan. Correct answer. Option C, Rose McGowan. Did you know? Manson and McGowan were one of the most talked-about couples of the late 90s. McGowan famously appeared in a sheer, nearly nude dress at the 1998 MTV VMAs alongside Manson, making headlines. Their relationship ended in 2001, with McGowan citing lifestyle differences. 10. What symbol frequently appears in Marilyn Manson's artwork and videos? Option A, a pentagram. Option B, a spider web. Option C, a cross with an extra line. Correct answer, option C, a cross with an extra line. Did you know? The double cross of Lorraine, often associated with Manson, is a historical symbol as a logo to represent his opposition to organized religion and social norms. It appears in his stage designs, album covers, and music videos, reinforcing his anti-establishment image. How did you do? Let me know your score in the comments. Marilyn Manson is more than just a shock rocker. He's an artist who has challenged societal norms for decades. Whether you love him or hate him, his influence on rock, fashion, and culture is undeniable. Rock has always been more than just music. It's rebellion, passion, and mystery. But behind the fame and the roaring crowds, some stories are so dark they're almost unbelievable. Today, we uncovered 10 of the most chilling and mysterious stories in rock history. Do you think these stories are just myths? Or could there be some truth hidden within them? What if some of these legends have been covered up to protect the industry? Let's dive in and find out. 1. Robert Johnson and the Deal with the Devil legend has it that blues guitarist Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil at a crossroads in exchange for his unparalleled talent. His sudden mastery of the guitar fueled speculation of a sinister pact. Many of his songs, like Crossroad Blues, hint at a struggle with dark forces. He died mysteriously at the age of 27, reportedly poisoned, though no official cause of death was confirmed. This fueled the legend even further, making Johnson one of the earliest members of the infamous 27 Club. Some believe Johnson's deal wasn't just a myth, but a real transaction that granted him supernatural abilities. The crossroads where he allegedly made the deal have become a pilgrimage site for blues enthusiasts and occult seekers alike. Could there be other musicians who have made similar deals? 2. The tragic fate of Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison, the charismatic leader of the Doors, was always surrounded by chaos and excess. He was found dead in a bathtub in Paris at the age of 27 under strange circumstances. No autopsy was performed, leading to countless conspiracy theories about his death. Some believe he overdosed, while others speculate he was murdered. Even wilder theories suggest he faked his death to escape fame and start a new life in hiding. Some claim to have seen him in obscure locations, while others believe he left behind clues in his poetry and song lyrics. His longtime girlfriend, Pamela Corson, was one of the last people to see him alive, but took many secrets to her grave. If Morrison did fake his death, how has he managed to stay hidden for over 50 years? The Rolling Stones' deadly Altamont concert. The 1969 Altamont Free Concert was meant to be the Rolling Stones' answer to Woodstock, but it ended in disaster. The band hired the Hells Angels as security, a decision that turned deadly when a violent brawl erupted. During their performance of Under My Thumb, an 18-year-old fan, Meredith Hunter, was stabbed to death by a Hells Angel right in front of the stage. The chaos was captured on film, and the festival became a symbol of the dark side of the 1960s counterculture. Some claim that the Rolling Stones themselves were shaken by the tragedy, forever haunted by what unfolded that night. Was the presence of the Hells Angels a disastrous miscalculation? Or were there hidden forces manipulating the chaos? Could the Altamont disaster have marked the true end of the idealistic 1960s? The mysterious case of Randy Rhoads. Randy Rhoads, the legendary guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne, died in a freak plane crash in 1982. The pilot, who had been drinking, crashed the small aircraft into a house, killing Rhoads instantly. Why did a musician with a known fear of flying get into that plane? Was it an innocent stunt gone wrong, or did something more sinister happen that day? Witnesses say that the pilot was recklessly buzzing the tour bus before the plane spiraled out of control. Some speculate that Rhoads was pressured into the flight. If Rhoads had lived, what kind of legacy would he have left behind? The Led Zeppelin curse. Jimmy Page, guitarist of Led Zeppelin, was a devoted follower of the occultist Aleister Crowley. He even bought Crowley's former mansion, Boleskine House, believed to be haunted and filled with dark energy. Soon after, Led Zeppelin was plagued by a series of tragic events. Robert Plant's son died suddenly, John Bonham drank himself to death, and Page himself began to distance himself from the band. Some claim that Led Zeppelin's music contains hidden messages infused with esoteric influences. Page's fascination with the supernatural was no secret. Could he have unwittingly invited something sinister into the band's fate? Was this just a series of unfortunate coincidences, or was Led Zeppelin truly cursed? The